Hi guys, so this is the Owl and the Spear. So in this video I'm going to be talking about ritual and why, and my opinion about it, most in line with the whole idea of people telling other people what the right way to do ritual is. And this is kind of a redo because I kind of didn't want to upload the video I had on it with the towel over my shoulders and stuff. So one of the things I've noticed when I first started down this path of being a Hellenist, must have been 4 years ago, was that they were very much into it being historically accurate, which I'm fine with. I don't. I mean, if you want your ritual to be historically accurate, great. But what it ended up doing was that it ended up creating this whole thing of you have to have the books that align with how we view things, and you cannot have anything that's metaphysical or new age or whatever. So what ended up happening is when I came on the forum, and this not the one that Timothy had, he was long gone. Um, the one that I had, the one that I was on that took over from Timothy's forum. When I brought up this book, it was a book on Hellenic prayers for every day of the month, and surprisingly, they told me, "Oh, don't use that book. That's not historically accurate. That's metaphysical, new age stuff." And I'm gonna be absolutely honest. I really like that book because it gives you a ritual to follow. And yes, some of the words are difficult to pronounce, but overall, it really gives you this feeling of connection. And that's the whole point of this path, is to connect with the divine, to connect with the gods, to offer them sacrifice, libation, offerings, saying hymns to them, things like that. And what I really love about the book is towards the end of the book they have the hymns, like to Aries. They have the long one and then they have the short ones. I use the short ones. I'm sorry, I do, because it's like I have this view of if I try to do the long ones, I'll probably end up like making my throat like turn sore or something like that, or dried out. So I use the short ones, and they're extremely vital to to what I do. So when you have someone who comes to you and says, "Oh, that book is not historically accurate, don't use that book," my advice: stare at them, just look at them and say, "Oh wow, you're such a little oddity. Wow, I didn't know you're my father." Um, my viewpoint on it is, if I want to be told what to do, yeah, you can guess where I would be at right now. The point is, authors, they do these rituals, they have these layouts, they do these, they publish these hymns so that people will have the information, not to have their book criticized by 800 ways, and have they don't they don't have it. Oh, I hate when I do this. They don't bring these books out to have it criticized 800 different ways by 1,400 people. um, it's stupid. It really is. And I kind of stare at him and said, I said, "Okay, well, what books do you recommend?" And they recommended these books that cost like, I don't know how much money, because I haven't been on the forum in like 4 months, and to be absolutely honest, I don't want to be on the forum anymore. So I think what is going on is that this is the people that are basically criticizing the book are part of Timothy J. Alexander's camp, And don't get me wrong, I really love his books. Beginner Guide to Hellenismos, Hellenismos Today, The Gods of Reason. Those are really great books. But, sorry, but there has to come a time when you have to say, okay, I've read these books, but they do not give me a ritual layout. So I'm going to try to find something that has a ritual layout. And they come across a book that has a ritual layout that tells you, okay, this is when you pour your libation, this is when you burn your incense, and then they turn around and they get this criticism from people that saying, oh, that's not historically accurate, don't use that book, don't use that ritual. I am really getting freaking fucking tired of it. And I'm not going to pardon my French. I am absolutely, absolutely tired of it. I'm just tired of it. It's so pointless to say, oh, well, our religion doesn't have dogma. Bullshit. All religions have dogma. Prime example of this example, being told what to do or how to eat. Prime example, I'm part of a Druid group. Why? Because I'm part Irish and the Druids were in Ireland. So I joined them because I get to talk to people from Ireland and all that type of stuff. And there was a woman on there that actually said to us, oh, well, you're not really Druid or pagan or whatever if you eat meat. I just bought a 20-pound turkey. What do you think I'm going to do with it? I'm going to eat it. I don't know if this is going on in the Hellenic community with people saying, well, you're not supposed to really be eating meat. I really just shake my head. But the point I'm trying to make is to people that are dogmatic, stop being dogmatic and stop telling people what ritual they should use. Heck, I wrote a ritual for the new moon that's going to be going on in 5 days, and I use the hymns, I used her titles, I use the invocation to Hecate, I use all these different things that I got from like the book In Praise of Olympus, which is great because it includes a prayer to Hecate, an invocation to Hecate, and a lengthening, I hope I pronounced that right, to Hecate. So I can incorporate I only incorporated the prayer and the invocation from the book, and then I went on to the historical sites and I got the information from there, and I composed my own ritual to Hecate. Now, will people use my ritual? No, they won't. But the point is, I have a ritual now out there on cyberspace, and I really hope that people will use it or modify it or however you want to do it. But yeah, I mean, the whole point of this path, the whole point of this religion is, like I said, as I said before, to connect with the gods and not to be told, oh, this is not historically accurate. I'm really getting tired of it. I'm really getting tired of it. So I'm going to end it there before it turns into a 25-minute rant. But yeah, for those who watched my sexy costume rant video, thank you for putting up with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had to bring it out to cyberspace and say, what are the costume designers thinking? Yeah. So I'm gonna see you guys around. It'll probably be I'll probably do a shorty video on Saturday, and I will definitely be doing a longer video on Sunday. So I will see you guys around next time.